Interesting video today, guys. Today we're gonna talk about the best tier 6 light tank premium in the game. I cannot talk about the tier 6 normal tank in the game, the light tank, because it's just only one light tank. And in Armored Warfare we have just one line of a light tank up to tier 8, 9, so it's very difficult, or 7, who knows, I haven't looked at. We can have a look right now. But when it comes, yeah, up to tier 8, but tier 6 and 7, it is just based upon premiums. We have a different type of expeditionary tank prime, the light tank. This is the version of the X battle path that been like a few months ago. This is the premium one, the Reaper. Then if you compare, both of them are very similar, but only one of them have a low, like this one has 82 kilometers an hour. This one is just 82, but it has better traverse speed or less utility. The view range is higher, lower, all kind of buffs, but I'm just gonna keep one of them so that we can compare. So the expeditionary tank, it is a tank from the battle path and it cannot be obtainable. You can obtain the skin only through that battle path, and this tank is a rarity, to speak the least. So it ain't gonna be in this, let's say, comparison. So we have the Reaper, we have the RDF LT, which it has a skin, but this tank is obtainable. You can get it in crates, you can buy it. And the VPM Mk5, which is also obtainable in the premium store, crates, and so on. We're gonna start with the experience tank, yeah, the EXP tank. Now this tank, it is a beast when it comes to fighting. It's very maneuverable, very fast, reloads quite good. I have good matches, I enjoyed playing with him, and it's a tank that I put my money into the game. And I really enjoyed, because it was a discount and I said, come on, I wanna have a good tank for collection. So it has a 450 millimeters penetration with 450 damage, 5k damage per minute, reloads in 40 seconds, a clip. Yeah, it's an autoloader. The defense, 2k health points, mobility 82 kilometers an hour, utility 390 meters while moving, 460 while being stopped, and targeting, gun elevation, gun depression 12 degrees, 11 degrees. So it has a really good gun depression, and gun elevations barely, decent. This tank, you can shoot with him behind dead tanks, like if a tank died and your tank is taller, you just can pop out your gun and shoot. But however, you can get some shots, like some really annoying shots in this area here on top, or high explosive shots, or ATGM shots, and sometimes you can get your gun, well, most of the time you're gonna get your gun damaged. When it comes to the engine and ammo, it's very tricky. At least once at 5 games you will end up with fire or with your ammo. This is somewhere in this area. But the tank itself is very fast, very maneuverable. You don't need retrofits, even though I have him, because I play aggressive with this tank. And the moment, when you get to know some tanks, you have the, let's say, the ambition, the ego to do much more in every fight, so you're gonna fight a lot. I fought with him 49 matches with 83.7% win rate, a kill efficiency of 20, and a hit rate of 83.2. So this tank is very good. Should I keep it or leave it? Yes, I'm gonna keep it, because it's a good tank. The next one is the RDF LT Prime. The skin is prime, but he is just RDF LT. This tank doesn't have an autoloader, but it has a good armor, you know, in an angle. It's a very thick one, as you may see. It goes up diagonally, and you get bounces on this. The only part you're gonna get penetrated is the turret area, lower plate, very cheeky lower plate, as you may see. Here is an angle, here is an angle also. So it's hard sometimes to get penetrated in the lower plate, but the turret is easily to be penetrated. When it comes to sustained damage, he does 230 damage with 438 millimeters penetration, an average damage per minute of 5.8k damage, and reloads in 2.36 seconds. This is the fastest reload among all of them. And it's a very fast, you know, health points 2k, mobility 66 kilometers an hour, acceleration in 3 seconds, so it's very fast, turns very fast, the same like experienced tank, only doesn't have an autoloader, and 10 degrees gun elevation, 22 degrees gun depression. So it's fine, you know, it is fine as a light tank. It's very maneuverable, quite good at spotting. You have the ability as stealth, and my experience with him, it's been 35 matches with 91% win rate, 16.4 kill efficiency, 78. Why does 78 hit rate? Because this tank, when you put retrofits, reloads freaking fast, and you will want to kill more and more and more, you know. And the ammo itself is just the best one, just APFTS. You can use also HEP, but I highly encourage you to change just to APFTS. Very fast, very maneuverable, as I said. Should I keep it or leave it? I'm just gonna keep it. The next one here is the VPM Mk5. Now this tank is it's a version of a Stingray combined, something like this in between. When it comes to armor, is not the best one compared to the other two. This one it's very how to say, it's a blocky tank, you know, it's very blocky. It's big as a MBT, quite maneuverable, has good guns, like, you know, 415 hit and 440 on APFTS, so it's quite good. An average damage per minute of 5.4k, reloads in 4 seconds, 96, and doesn't have the retrofit to reload faster. Mobility 72 kilometers an hour, so it is fast, no problem. 440 while moving, 495 while being stopped, and targeting, it is 10 degrees gun depression, 20 degrees gun elevation. So up to this point, this tank, it is basically fine, to speak by stats. When it comes to the gameplay itself, being so tall sometimes on some maps doesn't help, and you cannot sneak like you do with experience or RDF. You get easily penetrated all over the chassis and so on, the turret, and you know, but I had some matches with him, like 110, 86% win rate, 30 kills efficiency, 86% hit rate again, so win rate, whatever you saw, guys. I used to play, so he was the first light tank that I ever purchased, you know. Then I got the experience, and then I got the RDF. As some people said to me, this tank used to be much better than it is right now. And because it had like this trimming, this type of buff or debuff, it kindly made the players to stop playing with him. and also it's quite big. Comparing with other ones, it's quite tall. You know, and it's also by size, it's big. You know, even though it doesn't shows here, when you're fighting with him, the smaller you are, the better it is. Even though if it's like half of meter of the tank height, or doesn't matter, you know, it's very important for the tank itself. So should I keep it or leave the VPM? I'm just gonna send it to reserve, so I'm not gonna keep it. Now we have two tanks. This is gonna be one of the most difficult reviews I'm gonna do, one of the most difficult ones. So I'm gonna start a testing to show you guys. So here we are in the polygon with the EXP Tank. As you may see, I have 9 shells and I reload in 14 seconds. Now if I put in compare with the RDF, I can do much more damage and I can kill a tank faster than him, you know. Plus I shoot with heat, which is much better, and it gives me a chance of 25% much more damage. So as you may see, in 4 clips, well, it should have been like a kill, but whatever. In a clip I can kill 1 tank, 2 tanks, depends by, you know. Like if I aim to say to blow up his ammo, I can do much more damage, you know. So 2 tanks in 1 clip would have been better than this. Obviously, if you bump into Chieftain or Magash, or especially the Chieftain or Merkava, so you can do, let's say, some blow up party. So if you do this, you can obviously blow up the tanks faster, so you do much more damage, or penetrates, you know. But as you may see, the tank is fairly fast. It has a how to put out a 4 seconds .20 delay between shots. So it's quite maneuverable, as you guys see. Good view range. Yeah, you can obviously kill this one, it's no problem. You just have to aim. So this tank reloads in 2.46 seconds. The gun itself is AP. Obviously the damage drops the moment you aim badly, but as you may see, the damage output, it isn't the best one. Like, you have to shoot non-stop. This tank is good only in 1 point. If all the tanks in this area are like between 200 and 250 health points, this tank can do 1 kill all of them, you know. But if someone is like this, 2k health, takes a lot of time. And also with this tank, you will always be left without ammo in some situations when it comes to special operations, special events. But the gun, it's fairly decent, but not the best one. It doesn't have heat, it's just APSTS, have HEP, but the HEP doesn't help so much. Only if I shoot an army of Windfire like this. So it's not one of the best tanks when it comes to a lot of, like, to have fun. Yeah, obviously when I saw it first time, I was happy and gave me a good impression when I got it for free to test it. And then I said, okay, I will purchase this tank because I like it. But it's just a tank to do some missions. It's not one of those tanks that you can do a lot of damage, you know. Like, if you want to have some quick kills, go with this one. But if you want to do some damage, go with the other one. Ain't always the same thing, you know. So this tank is made just for kill steal. It's basically kill steal with this one. As you see, it takes you a lot of time to kill tanks. So what you guys think about which one is gonna be the winner of this critical judgment comparison, you know? In my opinion, the best premium by gun, by ammo, by reloading time, mobility, view range abilities, design, and all of it, the experienced tank is the winner. Even if it is the Reaper or the Prime or whatever the other one it is, because some of these tanks have skins, and the moment it gets a new skin, it's called, you know, a different way. But underneath the paint, it's the same tank. And yeah, this is my winner, the experienced tank. It's one of the tanks that I really enjoy playing with them, even though I don't have so many fights as with others. But when it comes to play with some friends, have some fun, do some missions, finish some missions very fast, you know, it's very enjoyable. It's a tank worth any penny. Dudes, hope you enjoyed this. If you have any objections, leave it in the comments. Any preferences about some certain tank to speak about it, leave it also in the comment section. See you next time. Bye bye.